Most of us spend a lot of time inside our heads, worrying about the future, repeating previous events, and generally focused on the aspects of life that make us unhappy. As unpleasant or undesirable thoughts pop up every day, they may hinder you from enjoying events, distract you from focusing on what is essential, and deplete your energy. They can also cause anxiety and depression. One small habit can grow into a solid mental instrument. Treatment for most exterior wounds is typically easy. For example, if you cut your finger, you may apply antibacterial lotion and a bandage, and the wound will heal over time. Then you're almost ready to depart. It is not that simple or prescriptive to treat your mental processes, mainly if they result from general anxiety, sadness, or another mental health issue. Negative thinking patterns are like a paper cut that you keep receiving even if you do not understand what's causing it. Perhaps you don't notice the cut at all, until it begins to hurt. Depending on their illness and triggers, each person will require a unique strategy for medicine, psychotherapy, and lifestyle modifications. When therapy is out of reach, it might not be easy to obtain prompt care. Making mental changes is one progressive practice that may be beneficial. When you change the way you think, you intentionally put an end to an established thinking pattern. Instead, you rethink how you process a problem, to focus on something different. It's like shifting gears in your head, so that your train of thought doesn't get stuck in a loop. In many respects, this is about erasing many harmful behaviors and mental programming that you may have picked up from others. For example, if you were raised believing that you had to be the greatest in school and life, you are probably predisposed for stressed perfectionism. Making a mental shift might help you deal with worry and stress, or it can help you get out of a rut. If you've had a setback, stumbled, or failed, things may appear bleak, and negative thoughts may begin to emerge, threatening to dominate your perception of the situation. To counteract this, ask more probing questions about yourself. Questions that will both make you feel better and allow you to learn and grow. Remind yourself that what you say or do isn't all that important to most people. When you ponder what other people might say or think if you do or don't do something, it's easy to become caught up in negative ideas. As a result, your power is depleted, and you risk getting immobilized by analytical paralysis. Getting caught in your brain and having such ideas will lead you further away from your desire and reality. Because the fact is that most people don't have the time, attention, or energy to think about or discuss what you do. They are preoccupied with their children, careers, pets, hobbies, and concerns and worries, such as what others think of them. This revelation and reminder might help you free yourself from the restrictions you may have created in your head, and begin taking little or larger steps toward what you truly desire in your life. Put the idea to the test. When a horrible idea taps me on the shoulder and attempts to develop in my head, one thing I prefer to do is challenge that thought. Should I take you seriously? This frequently elicits the response, well, no, I really shouldn't. Sometimes this question helps me to understand that even if I did one small item incorrectly, it does not imply that I performed poorly overall, or that one bad event does not necessarily mean that things would deteriorate and remain that way for an extended time. Not if I choose to be hopeful and take small steps forward. Essentially, this question serves as a wake-up call, bringing me back to reality. Replace the negative in your environment. What you let into your thoughts in your daily life will have a significant impact on you. So begin to examine what you allow in. Consider this. What are the top 3 sources of negativity in your life? People, websites, publications, podcasts, music are all possibilities. Then ask yourself, what can I do this week to spend less time with these sources? With the extra time you've acquired, concentrate on more positive sources and people in your life. Let it all out and talk about it. Keeping negative ideas that are beginning to cloud your mind will not help, so let them go. Discuss the problem or your ideas with someone close to you. Sometimes just venting for a few minutes might help you see the issues from a different perspective. If not, a discussion about it in which the two of you discover a more helpful viewpoint, and possibly the beginning of an action plan, can be both soothing and energizing. Live in and return to the present moment. When you have unpleasant thoughts, you typically reflect on something that has happened, or anything else that might happen, or both, all mixed when your mood and thoughts fade. Instead, devote your full attention to this moment to snap out of it and into what is happening right now. Spending more time in the present moment can help you have fewer negative thoughts and be more open and constructive. Bring joy into the lives of others. If you find yourself trapped in negative ideas, one of the quickest ways to get out the thoughts running around inside your head is to focus outside and on someone else. You may help them feel better and more cheerful by contributing positivity to their life somehow. Be thankful for a handful of the things you may take for granted regularly. When we become pessimistic, it is easy to lose sight of the beautiful aspects of life, especially those that are just a regular part of life that we may take for granted far too frequently. Begin your day tomorrow in a way that sets a positive tone for the rest of your day. How you begin your day usually sets the tone for the remainder of it. After a bleak or pessimistic start, it is tough to turn things around. On the other hand, a happy start makes it much easier to maintain that mood and optimistic way of thinking until it's time to sleep again. Here are a few simple methods to get your day off on the right foot, a simple reminder that you notice immediately after waking up. It might be only one or two questions that motivate you, or perhaps the aim or desire about which you are most enthusiastic right now. Make a note of it on a piece of paper and keep it on your bedside table or the fridge. Alternatively, you may make it part of your smartphone's lock screen. Allow some good knowledge or discussion to enter your head. Listen to a podcast. Read a new blog post or a chapter in a book that inspires or amuses you. Alternatively, engage in a lighthearted or upbeat chat with your partner, children, or a coworker. Making mental changes does not imply changing "I feel sad" to "I feel joyful." To begin with, if this succeeded, general anxiety would be considerably easier to manage. There may be moments when you will be unable to modify your mind pattern, no matter how hard you try. And it's crucial to remember that merely identifying or admitting the notion, as indicated above, is sufficient. It's okay to be sad. It's normal to be worried. So give yourself a break and another day. When you have the energy, you may gradually move past the first ideas of "I'm unhappy" to realizing there may be a problem and seeking a solution. The more you remind yourself of these things, the more your thoughts will unravel, and you will be able to go to the next level of development and strength. Empathink Inspirations contains videos that will help you encourage yourself and suggestions on how to achieve great success, how to live an inspirational life, morning motivation, motivational speeches, and life mantras. We are here to help you reach your unique and immediate objective. So subscribe now, and we will lead you along the proper route to changing your way of thinking, feeling, and believing.